As digital distribution becomes even more common in the gaming market than physical copies of games, there are other stores online that have followed suit to take advantage of this. It's no secret Steam popularized digital distribution, there's no argument there, but like with any marketplace, there is a dark side, one that has gained attention by many people searching for cheaper games on sites rather than Steam and other official distributors to get a better deal. These outposts are key resellers, and they are odd in terms of where they stand legally and ethically. Let's talk about them. So, why do people online have a problem with these sites? Well, firstly, you don't buy the game or sometimes software from the creator or even the storefront that it was originally on, and because of that, there is no guarantee that the person who created the game or distributor who sells the game will get their money back via a sales cut or even directly. There's also no guarantee on key reselling sites that the keys you buy are legitimate, and there's a very real chance, and this has happened, where there are fake keys which can be redeemed on Steam and be proven illegitimate later, which then gets the key revoked from the user's account. Sounds shady, right? Well, it gets a little bit shadier. The majority of these key reselling sites have a protection program in place where if you buy a key, you're automatically asked to pay a one-time fee of whatever protection they will give you for buying it, which doesn't sound like a bad idea for what is essentially a black market for keys. Problem is, and I'll say this later on in the video too, both PayPal and your bank will help you if you get conned out of money in this sort of trade, and this is not including tax, which is added on later depending on your country or residence. This varies by product, of course, as more expensive products have more tax, and it mostly scales with price. I promise that's the only business tool will have, I promise. For example, a game worth £13 on G2A, like Rocket League for example, as of recording this, is worth around about £15 on Steam. Add the tax for the UK, which is where I live, and that's around about 20% VAT from G2A, bringing it up to £15.65, which makes it more expensive already. Add on the 81p for G2A Shield, so you're covered against fraud, because why not? Then, if you go through PayPal, which a lot of people do, it adds more VAT, coming up to £17.89. Yup. Buying a key through a third party like G2A, in the UK at least, is more expensive than buying it through Steam. To put that into perspective, you can buy the game through Steam itself, legitimately, and pick up the latest Batman vs Superman Batmobile DLC with £1.31 to spare. Not to mention, Steam gets its sale data, and, the creator gets paid. Like they're meant to. I am gobsmacked this is allowed to happen. The sad part is, the G2A Shield and whatever other stores use for the protection program, it's not even needed like I said earlier. PayPal can actually deal with fraud like this anyway, as can your bank. Okay, that could be called an unfair example, and to a degree I see why. Let's try Gary's mod instead. As for speaking, the main offer was £3.81 plus 81p for the protection. Add on 20% UK VAT, 78p this time around, and we get to £5.40. After paying through PayPal, the total cost is £6.11. At retail, the game sells for £6.99, a saving of 88p, which isn't much, but a saving nonetheless. That is cheaper, even with VAT added, as we just did, but the site still doesn't tell you about the other fees it adds on through PayPal, and what that does. Cheaper, yes. Worth your time? No, not really. Not in my opinion, anyway. Not after you've got a saving of a measly 88p, anyway. The whole draw to these sites is that you save a significant amount of money. Significant being the key word there. What I'm trying to say here is pretty damn obvious. Don't use these sites, it's simply not worth your time, and you're much better off waiting for sales on Steam, Greenman Gaming, and stores that sell you the product, not a code which could be faked. I highly recommend a site called istthereanydeal.com for any person who is looking for better deals on games, which aggregates sales data and prices for games and bundle sites, proper ones and trusted legitimate bundle sites in real time. And with that, I thank you very much for listening.